If he was going to make it to WWE, he had to take a different path. He started training with Afa Anoa'i, uncle of Roman Reigns and wrestling legend.
My job is to make sure that when I see good talents out there, to let them know, and I did just that.
But in Afa, Batista didn't just find a wrestling trainer. He found the father figure he had never had.
Every day I was there, he treated me like a son.
It was hard to bring that animal out of him because it was that quiet.
Afa recognized Batista's huge potential and tipped off Vince McMahon. That's how Dave signed a talent contract with wrestling market leader WWE, around the same time as John Cena.
He was massive, unbelievably powerful. He had the most dominating presence.
At first, the creative team didn't have big plans for Batista. They saw him as just another run-of-the-mill powerhouse. Those were a dime a dozen in wrestling at the time. But muscle alone doesn't guarantee success and stardom.
There was people with the WWE, John Laurinaitis, who wanted to fire me.
There was more than a few occasions where I thought I was going to lose my job.
But Batista proved himself and made it to the TV tapings. On SmackDown, he played Devon's bodyguard, a role he didn't excel in and didn't feel comfortable with. But Ric Flair and Triple H saw something bigger in him. They brought him into their group, Evolution.
Evolution is a mystery.
Dave found true friends in Ric Flair and Triple H, but some veterans couldn't stand him. In their eyes, he was disrespectful.
It was hard for me to go up and shake someone's hand. And a lot of guys took it the wrong way. They thought I was an arrogant person, a standoffish person, and I wasn't at all. I was just very introverted.
An introvert was considered a dirty word in the WWE at the time.
Dave found himself in a business full of extroverts, packed with larger-than-life personalities who were all completely full of themselves, for whom self-doubt and low confidence were foreign concepts. Dave felt like a fish out of water. He wasn't like them.
A lot of times I would just separate myself from the locker room and just be somewhere by myself, and not because I felt like I was too good for everybody. I just didn't want to be around anybody. I just wanted to be alone. It has its repercussions, because I think when you're an introverted person who is constantly bombarded with attention, the aftermath of that is that you just want to crawl under a rock and hide.
His theme song, I Walk Alone, fit him like a glove.
I'm sick of all these people talking out their heads. I've never understood a damn thing that they said. A place where no one follows me, I walk alone.
I was having a lot of anxiety even before I went in there, and I don't know why. It's a pressure that I put on myself.
He hated media appearances, terrified of misspeaking or saying the wrong thing. He dreaded autograph sessions, fearing no one would show up, that no one cared about him. He hated the hours before the show, the agonizing wait and the fear of messing up. But once in the spotlight, Batista delivered. Triple H went to bat for him backstage. As a result, Batista got more and more big wins, and in 2005 was even slated to win one of WWE's biggest matches, the Royal Rumble. At least that was the plan.
Dave is supposed to win the Rumble. It was a great plan on paper, but it didn't go according to plan.
Batista hoisted Cena up for his finisher, but with so much momentum that they both tumbled over the top rope to the outside, simultaneously, so there was no winner.
It wasn't written in the script they'd go over at the same time. If you wanted to write it in the script, you couldn't do it any better than the way they both landed.
WWE CEO Vince McMahon reacted on the fly, rushing out to restart the match. As he tried to slide into the ring, he tore both quadricep tendons in his legs and couldn't get up. None of this was planned. It was all real. In the end, the match was restarted and Batista won, but he blamed himself for the mistake. This night showed him how quickly plans can go awry in wrestling, how one mistake can derail everything. There was nothing but self-doubt in his mind. He expected to lose his job and went to see Vince in his office.